I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. What's up? How's it going? What's up? What's up? Are you there? Are you there? Hey. Oh no! I should probably not have everything playing on my phone when I'm trying to talk to you guys. So we're here, we're live, and we're in the sky. Because we like to get high.
What? No. Oh, whoa.
No, never mind. No, we don't. We're, Google Dare.
I dare you.
I dare you to Google Dare. Oh boy. We're late, but that's okay, cause we're still here. Life comes at you fast sometimes, or it comes at you real slow and you're late, and that's okay. Cause I believe in people being allowed to be late, unlike my job. Cause things happen. You can't help it, you know? Sometimes you can plan ahead. Sometimes you don't have enough rent. I'm one of those people that laughs at their own jokes, so I hope you're ready for that. I'm like Jimmy Fallon. Fimmy Jallin. I honestly haven't watched much contemporary Jimmy Fallon, if he's even doing anything right now, because I thought he wasn't
Fimmy Jimmy.
on the regular scheduled evening television. Because I don't really watch TV. That's not, I watch the internet and such. Like most people my age. Actually, that's a lot of people in various ages, I feel like now. Like, most people are not watching network television or cable. Like, why would you pay for cable when you can just, like, stream stuff and pay for, like, a couple things that you actually want? Anyway, enough about literally anything else but painting. Today, we're gonna be doing some... I don't even know if you can hear that.
Yes.
Good. I'm glad. Sometimes your paint has a little flatulence. But we're painting 285 and, what is it, 78, right? The 285-78 interchange here in Atlanta, my favorite place. I don't mean that sarcastically. I genuinely love living here. There's definitely days where like, what is going on? But that's anyone in a big major city, I feel like. Like, I was driving home today. Thankfully, I don't have to actually get on 285 to drive home. My commute is all within, pretty much from, like, Edgewood through to, like, Decatur, and then out here near this interchange, actually. So I don't have to go on the highway. Because sometimes people get a little crazy on the highway here. If you're ever driving through Atlanta to go to beautiful sunny Florida, don't do that now. Do your best to go around the middle of the city. That is what all of the smart people do. Because going through the middle? Not a good plan. That part where 75 and 85 just smack up together and become one what's the word? What's a shit zone? That's the only way I can put it. It's the shit zone, and it's sometimes very stressful. So don't do that. Go around. It's pretty much the same amount of time most of the time, unless you're driving in like 3 to 5 p.m. traffic. I mean, even sometimes till 7 p.m. But anyway, you already did your commute home. You don't want to hear about that. You want to watch other people commute home from the sky and think, ha, suckers, you're still driving home. We got enough orange. What else do we need? What do we need on this palette? I'm stalling because I'm thinking about what colors I want to use, because I didn't do too much of that thinking beforehand. Oops. But I have my coffee, so I can be excited to be here even more than normal. Because sometimes you've had a long day and you're just worn out. I don't want to be worn out for you. I want to be pumped. And coffee gets you there. Pump it up. Alright. We're going to jump in. Jump right in. Don't put your brush in your cup of lemonade. Because then your lemonade doesn't taste very good. Anyway, how was your week? I had a pretty good week, you know? Finished a really good book. What else? I started making my island in Animal Crossing ready for Halloween, because it's just now September, and that means it's time to put Halloween stuff everywhere already. Because I'm ready for it. I'm probably not going to do anything for Halloween. Probably going to stay home and maybe force my significant other to watch a not so good horror movie. There was one I watched in high school with some friends called Black Sheep, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. It's got to do with some like radioactive zombie sheep. Can't remember what country it was made in, but I know it's not in English, and it's subtitled. I want to say New Zealand? I mean, that would make sense. Sheep. Like, more sheep than people. Ooh. Yeah, I stole that joke. It's a good joke.
Getting them.
More sheep than people. If I get internet famous off that joke, I'm never gonna credit you. I'm not gonna credit you. More sheep than people? Why would no one get that? It's from what I've heard, accurate information about New Zealand. Alright. Getting in there. Going fast and loose. Just like when you're driving on the highway.
Like diarrhea.
Nope, not like that. Because we have the proper amount of fiber in our diet. Yeah, we're in one of our views we're a little green today, but you know,
It just never gets better.
Sometimes your camera just does things you don't want it to do,
No way to fix it.
and you can't fix it until you get another camera. But hey, you know, that's living life on the internet, in the digital world. You know, we can't all be analog. This really is my favorite brush to start with. The production team is just very upset about this. Significantly more upset about it than I am.
I said I didn't care, and I care.
You care. It's okay to care, you know? It's okay to want the best stream you can have. But sometimes technology is limiting.
No, sometimes technology's just wrong.
Sometimes technology's just wrong.
Just don't know what to do.
Alright. I don't know how much people will enjoy the sound of your but you know. I guess I should have my chat pulled up. Hello. Truck honk. Lots of truck honks. Actually, not as many as I was rooting for, but it's funny, I always thought it was weird that people really couldn't stand the sound of the highway, because it always seemed to me like almost like rain sounds, you know, kind of. I don't know, I personally enjoy it to an extent, you know. I say that until I have a house that's like right next to one of those big like highway sound barrier walls. And you just hear a semi like downshift and it's just like
Jake brake. It's the Jake brake.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was downshift.
No, it's engine braking.
Oh, it's engine braking. That makes more sense.
Yeah. Because it turns the engine into a vacuum.
Oh.
Or I guess it pulls a vacuum on the cylinders, and it's loud.
The more you know. I did that to the wrong camera, I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude.
You only get it once. You only get it once. Actually, when we were living in Florida, we lived literally not even a block away from train tracks. And boy, was that loud. Like, I used to think when I was a kid, I could hear it like echoing across the river. And I always loved that. And then once you're like right smack next to it, you don't like it as much. You're kind of like, shut up, I have work at 5 a.m. But I like trains. You know, I wish our country was more gung-ho about trains. Yeah, I don't know why it's being like that. It's kind of depressing. That's the... We like that camera. We like that camera a lot. What's happening?
I just hate... No, I'm just mad.
You're just mad, okay. Production team is big mad. Just so you know.
If there were like color grading options built into OBS, it would be different, but there's not.
I don't know why there isn't. I feel like that would be a thing.
there's color correction,
but it's not.
It doesn't let me adjust like individual colors.
Mm.
Like I can't reduce the amount of green. I can only just shift the hue.
That's annoying.
Make a lookup table.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give this source that teal and orange look.
All right. I can live with that.
That teal and orange.
Can you make me look all like weirdly fuzzy? Like
There.
give me that that really old VHS player look.
I'm sure they got something in here. Sorry if you came here to watch painting, you get over it. Yeah.
We use our technical difficulties for entertainment.
Hold on. You wanted that old VHS tape look? I gave you.
Oh God.
I gave you the.
I'm in the Blue Man group.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Franz Ferdinand music video.
This is my sick sample tape
Oi, oi,
for
oi.
Thrasher. It's a look.
It's pretty jarring going between the two camera sources.
Like, this is a normal person, and this is an ad from 1999.
This is a iPod ad.
Yeah, this is an this is a first gen iPod Nano ad. No, then I would be like, oh, those ads were so annoying.
This did something.
I'm so glad we're over that era. Sorry if you liked them. I thought they were dumb.
Did this kind of fix the issue? This horrible.
I really need to move my lemonade. I keep almost putting this brush in my lemonade. It's not good. It's not good, folks. I'm gonna eat my paint. I'm not ready to die yet.
It kind of helped a little bit. No, it didn't.
Well, folks, this is what you're getting. I feel like the use of the word folks has like increased tenfold in the past like 3 years. Is that just me? Or is that just the weird corners of the internet that I've been on? I.e. popular trans people on Twitter.
just want it to work, and it's just not.
It's okay.
It's not okay.
Are you okay?
It's not hitting.
Your name's not Annie. We got real hard in those neons past couple streams. I'm gonna pull it back. Go back to those neutrals that I love.
Matt's here to be controversial.
Please give me controversy. Except not the kind that involves being racist, homophobic, or transphobic, because that's not okay.
That ain't Matt.
Tell me how much you think Chick-fil-A sucks. I guess that's not really controversial.
Matt goes to Chick-fil-A like every day.
Or no, what's like... Wow, I'm having trouble coming up with like
Nothing.
a non-controversial but also unpopular take, and I'm coming up dry.
What's something controversial?
Oh, I should probably have chat up before I start saying stupid shit.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
I know. I'm like, what's like something I hate that like most other... I don't like chocolate ice cream.
Pineapple on pizza.
Plain chocolate ice cream is the worst. I can't stand it.
Really?
I hate it. I don't know why. I will eat like Neapolitan, like I will eat stuff that has chocolate ice cream with it, but just a bowl of chocolate ice cream, disgusting. Do not give it to me.
You'll eat Napoleon? You'll eat politician?
I'll eat politicians. And the rich.
Don't say that at my job.
I don't think anyone here owns a plane. I don't think anyone here knows anyone that also owns a plane. Do you own a plane? No? Wow!
Most of the people who buy parts from us are like commercial aviation or flight schools anyways.
I know.
Okay.
Painting.
Changing the source every 10 seconds.
Please don't. Do you have your mic on?
No. Do you have your mic on?
Maybe. That's up to you. I think I'm really glad we moved to Fridays. For some reason, the anticipation of 2 days off just really gives that extra edge. You know, we're just more interesting. Friday night excitement. I don't know. It's like, cool, I don't have to go to work tomorrow. We don't want to think about work. We want to think about flying in the air.
So that means I have to think about work?
I want to think about what it would be like to be a bird. What kind of art do you think a bird would make?
Shit, art.
That's rude.
I'm like the Banksy of like birds. Now that dirt company has a cellular tower. I wonder how much money they make off of that. What are you doing?
I'm over here mixing paint. Mixing paint for you. My favorite people. The people that join me.
I'm at 9 viewers right now.
Alright.
Wow.
Everyone's ready to party on Friday. Here's a controversial question. What kind of superpower would you want? I kind of wish I could fly, because that, I mean...
Okay, alright. Would you rather be invisible, but only while screaming, or be able to fly, but only with your eyes closed?
Be able to fly, but only with your eyes closed.
Or be invisible only
Or
while
be
screaming.
invisible, but only while screaming. That's hard. I think be invisible while screaming would be so funny.
If you see a PS5 floating towards you that's also screaming, I wouldn't bother that. I'd be like, nope.
It's like people would just think anywhere you were is just haunted. It's like, no, I'm still alive. You just can't see me.
I'm gonna end the stream. We're done. Just kidding.
I don't even watch wrestling. I'm looking at a reference and thinking all at the same time, so I'm sorry if today's progressing a little slowly. Because we've had caffeine. What's your favorite form of caffeine? Caffeine pills? 5-hour energy? Or coffee? I had a friend in college. Well, technically he was like a boyfriend of a friend.
And he shit in his pants.
No. And he would drink at least 1 to maybe sometimes 2 or 3 of those little 5-hour energy things. I was like, dude, you're gonna have a heart attack. Don't do that to yourself. Like, no degree is worth, like, possibly dying. Although some might disagree. You know, I really should have had a better way to look at my reference, but this was poorly planned.
Oh, you're like looking at the stream?
No, I'm looking at, I'm literally looking at Google Maps. I've always wanted to paint, like, overhead shots of highways. I really like capturing the urban existence. What's your favorite highway? Probably none.
308.
No, mine's 301.
A 301, that's what I meant.
301 in Florida.
Highway 69.
Get out. My least favorite highway is... what's it called? I guess that would be...
The highway to the danger zone?
Enough. Maybe I-4. I-4's pretty awful. across the state of Florida, because those are the majority of the highways I've been on and suffered on. No, I forgot. I think it's... I don't want to say the wrong thing and look really dumb, but I remember driving through South Carolina on an awful, awful section of, I want to say, 85? Maybe? That would be 85, right?
Where?
Going through South Carolina?
Yeah,
South Carolina? As the Southerners
gotta be
say.
On I-10 by 10.
We're allowed to make fun of Southerners because we're from the South. Now, everyone should make fun of Southerners because we're a group. Let's put it that way. Am I ignoring chat again?
No. Someone messaged me on Discord when they should have talked in the chat for engagement purposes.
Rude.
You're not boosting our engagement.
Yeah, engage. Like that.
Star Trek.
Is that what I'm talking about?
What? Engage?
Maybe.
Engage.
Engage. The engage.
Taco phone. Game console.
What are we doing here?
What?
I don't know. I'm getting lost in my reference right now. I'm making decisions and then changing my mind as I make decisions.
Use your GPS.
Does anyone else have trouble looking at their GPS while driving? Because I do. It's almost like I'm trying to pay attention to the road.
You just suck.
I guess. I've met too many people that are just like totally cool with not looking at the road for a way longer time than I'm comfortable with. I don't know why that has become so common. Maybe I'm just a big baby, or maybe I'm the smart one.
My boss texts and drives. Oh, somebody rear-ended him in a BMW, and nothing happened to the van, but that BMW was just obliterated.
Oh yeah, no, I got into a like 5-car like squashed, like what is it when like it was like an accordion, just
yeah, you got to the old banger upper.
Yeah, where everyone got a fender bender on both ends, but it was I think an Audi A8, right? Is that the coupe one? I don't remember. It was expensive and brand new. That lady had driven it off the lot, I think, like the day before. And that Audi was destroyed. My minivan? Perfectly fine. I drove away from that thing with barely a scratch on either of those plastic freaking bumpers. Oh, it was so funny.
You're supposed to make a claim anyway so the other person's insurance goes up.
I don't think I did. I think the repairs were like not gonna be worth it because it was one person who was trying to make a red light, and everyone was stopped in that lane. So they just bashed into one. I think it was I want to say she was in an old Cadillac. Then the Cadillac hit the Audi, and the Audi hit me, and I hit a Civic, I think that was in front of me. It was either like a Civic or a Corolla, I can't remember. But they were fine. They didn't have like anything on that. They were like, can we just leave? Like, we don't really care. And I was stuck there for like, I want to say a few hours, just sorting out all of like, all right, everyone give us your insurance, blah, blah, blah. It was not a fun day, and I think I was trying to drive somewhere that afternoon too. So I was not happy. And also was like, this repair is probably not going to be worth the cost anyway, so can I just leave? pretty sure the dude who caused it was like texting and also driving. And I think he was driving his girlfriend's car. I was like, bro, I don't know how long this is gonna last for y'all. Dude just crashed your car.
Yeah, the guy who rear-ended and totaled my Focus had just gotten that car repaired.
It's almost like you should pay attention. Maybe. But you know, sometimes life comes at you fast. Literally. I've gotten into a really bad habit of watching car crash compilations on YouTube when I'm bored and or don't want to do something or procrastinating. Most of them in Australia because they're crazy in Australia. They're like, that's a light? I don't care. I'm gonna go. And they will just go around people stopped at the red light. I'm like, okay.
Like not even the worst. People are just like, there's a car in my way?
There's a car here? I'm just gonna go. And wrong way drivers. Tons of drivers on the wrong side of the road going the wrong direction. It's like, what? Why is this such a common problem? Like, haven't you lived here for a like hot minute? It's really like British Texas. I'm sure someone else has said that before, but it's British Texas. I'd love to visit though. There's some really cool animals there. Some really terrifying animals also.
It seems like someone just ate shit outside.
Ooh. Yeah, sometimes the kids in our neighborhood get a little... They like to ride their bikes with like sticks, and I'm just always like terrified.
The kid holding a 2x4.
It was not a 2x4. It was smaller than that.
It was a piece of wood.
It was a large piece of actual lumber, not quite 2x4 size, but it was a piece of lumber, and this child was like pedaling, like pedaling.
It was
just
2 by something.
It was large. It would do some damage, and I would not want to witness it. I was concerned, but also I'm not the parent, so. But they have this like thing for like having sticks all the time.
Yeah, one time we pulled in and they pretended to shoot us with the sticks.
Oh yeah, that was so funny. In their defense, I distinctly remember being a kid and using the like, my parents had in their neighborhood like a mail box, like a big box for everyone on the street instead of like individual at your driveway mailbox. And it was like, it had these two bushes on either side, so it was like the fort zone, like the, you know, we're going to the base, and it's the mailbox, because you're a kid and it's a metal box. It looks cool, I guess. I don't know.
You hear that?
You're detracting from my story.
Sorry, someone's out there just...
But I distinctly remember, like, when cars would go by, you'd like pretend to shoot at them or something, like you're defending the base.
One time, I like set up a trap in the road.
Oh, this is the best story. Can they actually hear you that well?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because I was concerned.
Say in the chat if you can hear me. No one is.
It's okay.
But I like use like 2 or 3 sticks to prop up like one like bigger stick in the road, So, like, I was hoping, like, a car would drive into it, and I'd be like, well, what happened? And people kept driving around it. And I just couldn't believe it. I was just like, no one's hitting my trap? It's almost like they're paying attention to where they're driving. It was crazy.
I'm just picturing, like, frustrated, like, 8-year-old you being like, I just want to do a cool prank.
Yeah, it's definitely about 8.
I think the closest I ever got to that kind of moment was one of our neighbors had a grapefruit tree in their yard, and there would be some nasty grapefruits that had fallen off the tree. And I remember once them becoming projectiles, and then he came outside and was like, "You don't do that." And I was like, "Don't tell my mom." Oh.
Wait, weren't you already following us?
It didn't give me a notification. Oh, there it is. Okay. For some reason, the Twitch app does not,
It's not. Yeah, we're 20,
operate.
We're 23 followers now.
All right. Cool beans. Moving on up.
We finally got a pee. I don't remember how that song goes.
I don't either. It's okay. I'm sure people didn't come here for us to sing.
I'm sure if I played it over the speakers, they could hear it.
But then the Twitch lords would get not happy with us. We don't want that. We want to please the Twitch lords. What are some other good stories from being a kid? I know I got a couple.
My dad getting us a golf club set, and we were on the golf course, and we got into an argument, and we also had mountain bikes, and we were riding our bikes at each other, jousting with golf clubs, actually, like, hitting each other, and it was painful, and, yeah.
Yeah. The other day, I rediscovered this picture of...
Oh, your mom's here.
Oh, boy.
At the front door.
She's at the front door?
Yeah, no one knows who she is.
Where is she? My mom's at the front door?
Digital mom. One time, my neighbor, Travis, he was in a tree, and he, like, spit on me, and I got him grounded for a month.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. I think he just was like, I wonder what'll happen if I, like, spit and it landed on me, and I was just like, you're screwed, buddy. I'm gonna go tell your dad. I'm gonna start crying, and I'm gonna go tell your dad, and as soon as he gets you in trouble, I'm gonna stop crying and just go jump in the pool.
I remember one time, I think I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade, and my elementary school had a pretty sweet playground, and there was this big, round, bright yellow plastic slide, the one that's just a big tube, and it echoes like crazy. So I was at the top of the slide, and I wanted to slide down the slide, because that's what you do when you're, at a slide, right?
I want to slide.
And then this kid who was not very nice to me, as most boys were when I was younger, and would not let me slide down the slide. He just stayed at the end. And, you know, part of me should have just slid down and, like, kicked him in the chin and been like, well, that's what you get for being at the end of the slide, you little turd. But instead, I think I yelled or something, and then he realized, oh, wow, this thing's loud, and he screamed, like, high-pitched screamed. And mind you, like, we're pretty young kids, so, like, you know, he probably didn't have that deep of a voice, because, like, we're children. But mine was higher. So I screamed louder, and I'm pretty sure I might have damaged that kid's hearing.
You said you were high?
No, I had a higher pitched voice. Like, I had a higher pitched scream. It's like, well, guess you shouldn't have done that. It's one of those people that you try and look up on Facebook and just be like, what have you done with your life? But then I remember that that's unhealthy and I don't do that.
One time in Boy Scouts, this kid came over, he was over at our house, and he like poked our dog in the butthole and got bit.
Good.
And he cried.
Good.
He I don't know why he did that, but he just did that.
Why would you do that as a kid? Like, why would, like... You know what? I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Maybe he's watching.
I hope so. What's some other good kid stories? Doing something dumb. Oh! This one's really funny. My brother really appreciates this story. We were camping, and at some point, this little, like, you know, fuzzy bumblebee, I think it landed on my mom's shoe or something. I can't remember. It landed somewhere on another person, and I was like, whoa, this bee's like right here. I'm just gonna catch it in my hands. Like, and I was like, oh cool, it's a bee. Oh shit, it stung me because it's a freaking bee. Like, really smart kid choices.
Bees.
Bees. The pain. I don't know what in my kid brain had this impulse of, like, I'm just gonna hold this bee in my hands and it's gonna go okay. Like, this is gonna be fine. And then that bee, I think, probably died, because isn't that how that works? I killed that bee. I know what you're doing.
Not the bees!
I haven't even seen that movie.
Lose 2 viewers.
Seriously?
Ah!
Alright. It's Chaotic Friday. You're here for painting and being annoying. We got you.
I didn't think it was gonna fill the whole screen.
Well, it did. You know, we're just trying to match the chaotic energy of driving on the highway. You know?
I don't know why I just realized this. There's a guy, he's in like the top right corner. You can't really see it. Yeah, there it is. He's dressed up like a bee.
He's dressed up like a bee.
Let me recenter this. I need to definitely. Perfect.
Alright, we're gonna get some molding paste in this game. Usually I at least attempt to talk about painting a little bit. But we're going chaotic today. If you're new here, I was really rooting for more funny kid stories in chat. Please bring them to us. I want to hear about all of your childhood mistakes and embarrassments. You know, the ones that are minimally traumatic.
You didn't see what I was doing.
Enough with the bees.
It's so funny.
I think it's only funny to you. I'm just trying to enjoy some painting. And you gotta bring Nicolas Cage into it. What is that? What movie is that from?
The Wicker Man.
The Wicker Man, yes, that's right. I have not seen that.
Or it's just Wicker Man.
Or is it Wicker? Yeah, it's just Wicker Man.
The beast!
The beast! They do a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake with Nicolas Cage. You don't understand. How many peeps are hanging out with us?
5.
5 of my favorite people. You're dedicated, and I love it. ease. Windows said, nuh-uh.
Windows is like, you haven't had virus protection for like 10 years.
Hmm.
Look at bad things on my computer.
You don't go on the dark web. I really thought that was a joke when I started seeing, like, hearing people talk about the dark web on the news and stuff. I was like, what? Is this a joke?
Like, oh, people buy, like, organs and stuff off of that.
It's like, well, I know there's, like, obviously really awful corners of the internet, but, like, the fact that they specifically chose the phrase, the dark web.
What else are they gonna call it?
Like, the
bad zone?
The bad
zone. Badstuff.net.
Badstuff.net. That's where all of my traffic is, the badstuff.net. That's where I buy all my ivermectin.
Yeah, I just buy it from, like, tack stores. Like, Tractor Supply.
Yeah, that's where Joe Rogan told me to buy it.
I get all my ivermectin from Ranch Hand.
Ranch Hand. See, you can't. It's not a joke if it's a real site. Then it's just.
They don't have a website.
They don't have a website. They're that kind of place.
Yes.
We're for the non-online folks.
My job uses a computer terminal service. It uses T400, and we have a website still.
I don't understand how that's possible.
Like, changed from one source as it changed as the scene looped, and I changed to the other source and the scene looped again. It's like real smooth. It's 7 viewers.
Whoop whoop.
Why doesn't someone say hi or follow us? Please.
You shouldn't harass the viewers.
But they like it.
I want to engage with the viewers. While my back is turned. But you can hear me. I still really like your idea of your superpower dilemma of you can be invisible but only while screaming.
I think that's my favorite.
It's really good. I really like that idea.
Screaming ghosts are stealing things from Best Buy.
Screaming Ghost takes 7 PS5s out the door.
All at once.
Somehow. Those things are heavy. Oh my gosh. The boxes are huge and they're so heavy. Like, I don't even think I could lift 2 at the same time. They're like almost as like cumbersome as like a microwave box. Like, they're not that big, but they feel that heavy. They're just dense, I guess. I don't know. All that quality video power.
P.
P.
You answered that first question, I'll answer the second one.
Oh, the geometric shapes are a departure?
P.
Yeah. You know, we're going other places. Always going other places. We might go to the same place though. Maybe.
P.
P. E E E E E E.
I like. You like P too? This is getting cryptic. P. I like. What does it mean? P.
You're getting really stuck on that. You're being so judgmental, and this person's suffering through watching Twitch on a PS4.
Don't disrespect the P Brotherhood. P liker.
Is there an accessory for the PS4 controller that has a keyboard?
Yes. Did you look at the wrong camera?
I probably did. I did. I would be the best newscaster. Just awesome. I don't know if I could do only good news all the time. I think I would have to tell people about the atrocities. Because, boy, there are many. Oh, ALR 1853. This portion is inspired by the above view / Google Maps, which is my reference right now, of neighborhoods and their weird layouts in Atlanta that are sometimes a little crazy. I'm like, ooh, this city planner had fun. Or had a terrible time. One of the two.
Or had a drink.
or had a drink. There are definitely some wild like intersections and road layouts here. And they look even more crazy from above. Like if you just farted around on Google Maps looking at different like areas in Atlanta, there's some places that you're just like, how did you, why? Just what? What are you, why? Like my hometown, some of the things that are weird about it kind of made sense. It's like, okay, there's a big old river going through this thing. Like that kind of limits what you can do in some places. But here it's like, okay, you got a giant highway here and a giant highway there, and this place keeps getting traffic. More lanes. Like that's our logic in the US. More lanes, wider, just more lanes. More trains. You're doing that thing. You're doing the thing I don't like. There's gonna be a new opening for production team. Someone who doesn't change the camera view just to be irritating. If that's you, send us an application. I'm really waiting for someone to put in the suggestion box, stop changing the camera view every 10 seconds. It's annoying for everyone involved. My favorite thing that we do with highways in the United States, they'll just end. They'll just be over. And then it's just like 4-lane road, 2-lane road. It's like, oh, you were going like 80 and now you're going 40. Like, what? Why do we do this? Why do we worship the car? As a person who loves cars, don't prioritize the car. Like at one point we just decided like trucks for everything. Move all goods by trucks. Why? Why? There's other ways to move goods and services. I'm highway critical. My favorite recent story of dumb road decisions. There's this highway, I can't remember which one, in I think it was Austin that I was reading about. And they've had like a few different proposals on how to deal with it because of all the traffic, which is all commuter traffic, mind you. The majority of the traffic issues in this particular area were always during work commuting hours. And for some reason, they decided we're going to go with the more expensive plan that also displaces more people in the immediate metro area. Which conveniently were people of certain demographics. Rather than coming up with or going with, I think there was a couple other proposals that didn't involve destroying existing homes. They're like, nah. More lanes. Make it wide. It's like, all those people's homes, that's fine. It's whatever. I don't think it's fine. I'm getting opinionated in here. Alright, I've been in this corner for too long. I'm getting all honed in on this corner right now. I gotta move. Explore my painting.
Hour and 15 minutes in.
Alright, wow, that went fast. I'm worried that I did put a paintbrush in this.
Easy. Just drink it.
No.
Do it for the top. It immediately kills you.
Yeah, just immediately, like, don't even digest it. Ooh, you're watching Cowboy Bebop? Please make your significant other watch more anime. Please. For some reason, out of all of my siblings, all, two of them, let's say that like I have like 10 siblings. For some reason, I'm the one that went hard into the anime, and the other two just were too cool for anime. And guess what? Now anime is cool. Like, you thought superheroes got cool? Now anime is cool. The joke's on you, because it was always cool. Watch more anime. ALR 1853, make her watch Evangelion. It's on Netflix. Sorry, that's, inside jokes, I guess.
Those inside jokes are now outside.
Out in the world.
They censored JFC and
Rebuild for sure. Don't
They
like don't watch the show. I'm only saying this because of the person I'm telling to watch it. Like if you like anime and have never watched Evangelion, if you want to bite off the whole thing, like go for it. Start with the show, I guess. It gets confusing because Rebuild changes things, but I would say for the person I'm suggesting it to, just watch Rebuild. They're long. It'll take you a while anyway, but just it's worth it. She probably won't stay committed enough to watch the whole thing, but you know, expose her to anime. Because they just put out the last movie. Oh, you need to stop.
What did I do?
I know what you did. If I lose viewers because you keep flashing Nicolas Cage, you're gonna get fired. And I'm gonna go look for someone else to help me stream.
Alright. I'm gonna go lay down in bed.
I'm glad that you guys are watching Cowboy Bebop, though. I don't know if you saw they put out images of the actors for the live action. Some people aren't happy about it. I think it looks pretty cool. But I also don't know that much about it so far. The live action plans, I mean. I also haven't watched Cowboy Bebop in a long time. Someone's upset neighborhood. Yes. I think I remember seeing that. About that. The composer. Cowboy what? Trying to think of some other shows that would be good for her. It's like, I don't want to give you like beginner boring anime, but I mean, Evangelion, like if you can handle that, you can probably watch anything. It's pretty popular for obvious reasons. It's good. And I was very happy with the last movie. I know some people were not. But it's good stuff. It's got robots. It's got more robots. I want to tell you guys to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I don't know how you would handle it. I love it, but you know.
I love it.
It's pretty bizarre. Oh, and don't watch it in English. Just don't. Just read. It's okay. Can you please?
It's the pain of watching it in English. That's what it's like watching it in
like
English.
Evangelion Rebuild, don't watch that in English dub. Oh my
god. No, not the
don't.
English! No!
Don't. Please watch it in Japanese with subtitles. Please. I don't know about other people, but I personally hate the English voice acting for Evangelion. Hate it. And JoJo, honestly. I hate the English voice acting for JoJo. I'm that person. You know what we're missing? We're missing my favorite thing. Are you still going at it with the bees?
No, I had a Shinji sitting in the froggy chair.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
You have to be, like, emotionally ready to deal with Evangelion. And it's gonna be confusing, but you know what? It's okay. You don't have to get it the first time, because then you can watch it again and again.
Just getting the dang robot. Quit crying about it. Just getting that dang robot.
I'm looking for a certain person to hop into chat and scream about what anime to watch. You know, it'd be a cool job. Being one of those helicopter pilots for, like, traffic news. I think I'd really enjoy that.
Those don't exist anymore.
Oh, now they just have drones?
Yes.
There you go. Just get my part 107.
But you need newsroom experience.
Oh, you need newsroom experience to fly over traffic and be like, yep, there's traffic. People aren't moving. It sucks. Like, how do you get newsroom experience if you're a drone pilot? Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh, you already have to be, like, halfway committed to this industry for a whole other different reason, and then also happen to get into drones enough to be a decent pilot. It makes no sense. Because labor is just so unskilled these days, huh? It's not. It's not. People have lots of skills. Just like, there's a labor shortage. There's not. You're just not paying people enough.
Anti-ASMR.
Yep. Screaming at you, but also whispering. Just go get a job. Just go get a job.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ted Cruz.
There's people desperate for workers. Just go get a job. Desperate for workers.
Who cares if you can't afford your rent? Just go work.
Yeah, just go get a job. Oh, you can't afford your rent and you can't afford to feed your kids on this job? Well, just go get a job. Just go get one. It's okay. Just do it.
Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams!
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shia Cruz.
you get?
What?
There's a mosquito trying to get me.
Forward light. No, it's on my camera. Get it towards the light bar. There we go.
You gotta shoot him with a dart.
I'm scared.
Oh, to your comment about your students were crazy for AOT Attack on Titan. There's some weirdly I don't want to just say there's racist stuff in there, but some heavy weird messages in that show. Ugh. And it's not until, I think, season 3? I don't know. I haven't watched. I think I watched season 1 and 2. But there's some, crazy stuff in that show. Some weird themes that are just, imperialism's good! Kind of. I don't remember. It's weird. It was super popular at one point though. Now, what's it called? My Hero Academia is huge. It's everywhere. The way that Dragon Ball Z was. I mean, it's obviously not that huge. I don't think. Maybe it is. I don't know. But just everywhere. We're selling figures and stuff at the place that I work that I'm not going to mention, and a place that did not ever really sell anime figures until recently. They sell Gundam kits now? What? It's weird. I remember the first time I saw them in Barnes & Noble, and I was like, what is happening? Oh, these are high schoolers? They'll figure it out. They'll learn, Especially now. I feel like kids now start getting more heavily I don't want to say exposed to, but they grasp those grander concepts at an earlier stage than I did as a high schooler, I feel like. All thanks to the internet. Do you want to feel really old? Apparently there's Gen Z age kids using TikTok to explain what 9/11 was.
No!
And I was like, we're at that stage now where you have to make a history video about that on TikTok, because there's people that don't know what that was and how that affected people. It's weird. Okay, yes, I know, time passes, you age, everyone dies, yes, but just this weird point in time where a thing like TikTok is being used to explain something that you feel is just so everyone's just so aware of that event, and there's a whole portion of people who just have no idea.
That happened 20 years ago.
I know. It's crazy to think about.
At work today, I accidentally said 10 years ago, and then
he's like, add 10 more years to that.
Chris was 20 years ago, and I was just I don't know why I said 10. Oh man.
It's hard to believe that was only it feels like it was only 10 years ago. Not to be on, you know, a not so exciting subject. But we're great at that. And, you know, it's on people's minds right now, I feel like, with it being the anniversary tomorrow. I like watching TikTok videos that explain weird facts about random animals. Like...
TikTok is horrible.
I
made a TikTok account and I just went on it, and the first thing it showed me was like the way he acts after nutting, the way she acts after nutting. And it was like,
Stop.
Who?
Stop! Don't listen. Don't listen. We can't really be that upset with TikTok existing. We're on Twitch.
Twitch used to be Justin TV, and that was around when I was like 14.
Yeah, I forget how old Twitch is.
Justin TV! If I put a picture of Justin TV on the screen,
Please.
Do I get 3 subscribers?
Vintage! Were you there? For just... Or what about, like, the first iteration of YouTube?
Yeah, before they got sued and bought by Google.
Oh yeah, that did happen. Oh, how the internet has changed. Has it changed you? Hey, y'all is old enough to vote today. Get out. Get out of my chat.
We're over. We're done here.
We're done.
Bye.
They actually, Outkast put out a new single, if you didn't know. I think I listened to it. Right? I'm pretty sure. It's weird seeing pictures of Andre 3000. It's like he looks the same, but also so weirdly different. Like, I feel like Missy Elliott evolved aesthetically in this, like, not that, you know, her earlier aesthetic was bad. I mean, we love her, and we love all of that. But just the way she, like, developed as, like, an artist into, like, her older age is just so, I love it. I love it. We love Missy. We don't hear too much about Lil' Kim anymore. I don't know what's going on with her.
Who cares?
Some people might care.
Sorry, I shouldn't do Trump voice.
No, we don't need that.
God, Michael got me today. He does the hands and everything. Like, it's so funny.
No. I don't miss hearing that on the news, that's for sure.
And he doesn't even have to work up to it. He just does it.
I feel like there's gonna be a long era of comedians just like imitating him. I hope it stays just as funny as it is now. Gloss medium. Actually, no. We're gonna use that leveling gel that I love. If I can get the tub open. It's getting a little toasty in here.
We're going for 2 hours.
Sorry, guys. Lots of dirty brushes.
Get some critique.
Some critique? Except distracting brown line. Well, now it's gonna be a distracting white one.
Oh. Let me fall or...
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Nah. Seems to be a trend. Hmm. 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 Today was definitely a day of experimentation. And I used reference. Was very, very liberal with the reference, but it was there. You know? Dart sounds. Dart sounds. Yeah, I was like, I haven't used my darts. Just trying to, you know, sometimes like I'll have a thing, an idea, something I want to use, something I want to do, but it'll just kind of hover there while I'm, you know, going at it. And then it pops back up in my head. I'm like, I want to put that somewhere. I think we're gonna call it a night, though. I'm pretty content. You know, kind of hit a place. I might want to work on this one a little bit more, but maybe off stream. We'll see. We'll see. But I had fun. We had some exhilarating discussions. And it was... Thank you. Thank you for exposing people.
You were discussing that. I was referencing to the discussions.
Ooh. Coming in here late with good chatting subjects. But no, we haven't talked about this. But I definitely will investigate more, because that sounds definitely like something I'd be interested in. But I had fun. I hope you had fun. This stream has been a lot of fun, and I really like doing it every week. And tell your friends. Send it to random people that still, for some reason, pay attention to you on Facebook.
Send it.
Just get it out there. Anybody and everybody. You know, we might be a little polarizing for some, but that's okay. That's okay. We're here, and we like to paint, and I hope you enjoyed watching us paint. And we'll be back next week. We've decided that 6 o'clock is just cutting it a little close for us, so we're gonna move it to 7. We're gonna be Fridays at 7 o'clock, Friday nights. Don't make any plans. Your other friends aren't worth it. I'm kidding. They are. But you know, you'll miss me. You'll miss me. Keep that Friday window open. And we'll be back. Where are we gonna be? I don't know. Someplace cool, probably. Or not. You know, maybe it's boring. I hope you enjoyed the traffic. If you have suggestions, please use the suggestion box. Or if you didn't like something, let us know. Yeah, that's about it. We had fun. I hope you had fun. We'll see you next week on Friday.